What cheer, y'all? We are posting for the key Euro races where, for all the Breeders' Cup races where the Europeans and the foreigners are going to be prominent. And of course, no more so than in the turf. It's a grade one, eighth race on Saturday's card, running a mile and a half on the turf, of course, for 3-year-olds and up. It's a little early in the card, in my opinion. This is a great race usually. And I think it's going to be a very exciting one. You've got for the pre-entries. This isn't final yet, of course, and we don't know the post positions. But there's some good candidates coming over from Europe. Amalok, who won the Irish Saint Leger. Ethical Diamond from Ireland. Mini Hawk, who almost won the Arc de Triomphe. And probably if she was running in the filly and mare turf would be 1-9. I mean, she's a pretty awesome horse. We'll see what she can do at Del Mar. Of course, Rebels Romance going for the third consecutive win in the turf. And I believe Goldakova is the only other horse who has won 3 in a row. So this would be quite an achievement if Rebels Romance can do it. And Wimbledon Hawkeye we saw over from Kentucky Downs and did pretty well. And this was a pretty solid stakes horse. So a lot of good candidates from Europe. We're going to take a look at the key races. No commentary, just for your reference, a nice little study guide to have all the prominent races all in one spot. That's the idea behind this. We're going to look at the Irish Saint Leger, the Ebor Handicap Stakes, the Grosser Price von Baden. We don't see a German race too often. The Arc de Triomphe, of course, the Prix Dollar, both from France, and then the Canadian International from Woodbine. So we've got a nice blend of races to take a look at, and so enjoy.
For the Group 1, Irish St. Leger.
Mile 6, the Group 1 Comer Group International Irish St. Leger. And it is Dallas Star sent on to lead from Al Kareem, followed by Amalok and Queenstown with 3 lengths to Illinois, followed the end of the first footing and a half by Crystal Black, and then Val Dadler. Leinster and Al Rifa is trailing the field as they race the end of the opening quarter. Al Kareem joins issue with Dallas Star, leading by 2.5 lengths. Queenstown and Amalok, a break of 4 to Illinois, and then Val Dadler. Crystal Black is 2 behind Leinster, and Al Rifa the stable companions. Inside the 11, and they're going at quite a lick in these early stages. Al Kareem and Clifford Lee lead by a half length to Dallas Star and David Egan. 2.25 lengths back to Queenstown, who is in third place. Ronan Whelan from Amalok and Rosa Ryan. Closer to fifth is Illinois and Christophe Soumillon. Together next are Val Dadler and David Lishka. And on the inside is Crystal Black, Colin Keane, as Al Riffin, Dylan Brown McMonigal relegate to the rear Leinster and Billy Lee. Little changes in the order as they come inside the last mile. And it is Al Kareem with a fractional advantage over Dallas Star, followed by Queenstown and Amalok. And then comes Illinois, Crystal Black on the inside of, in the yellow and black colours, is Val Dadler as they pass the halfway stage, the 7 furlong point. And going uphill, it's Al Kareem with the noseband. Just with the edge from Dallas Star. Nudged along 2 lengths behind him in third is Queenstown. Then Amalok and Illinois now shaken up. Crystal Black next, then Val Dadler as Al Rifa moves on from Leinster. They're right up at the top of the track. Nothing between Al Kareem on the inside of Dallas Star. In third and driven is Queenstown, then Amalok, and Illinois has come under pressure, gets a reminder. Then Crystal Black and Val Dadler, Al Rifa and Leinster, 4 furlongs to go. Making the run downhill back for home in the Comer Group International Irish St. Leger. Al Kareem and Dallas Star now being pumped away. Amalok is improving on the outside of Queenstown, and the fifth is Crystal Black. Inside the final 3 furlongs, Crystal Black followed by Al Rifa, Val Dadler, Illinois has gone away from Leinster. They race to the final 2, and Amalok strikes the front of the St. Leger, being followed through by Al Rifa, who's being finished into the race. On the inside, Al Kareem, followed by Val Dadler and Crystal Black. They race towards the final furlong. Amalok and Rossa Ryan challenged hard by Al Rifa and Dylan Brown McMonigal, who lead in the closing stages. It is Al Rifa putting the St. Ledger to Ben, Al Griffith for Dylan Brown, McMonaghan and Joseph O'Brien.
In goes Roaring Legend. 2 to go. Shadow Dance coming in.
Trio as they clear the first. All jumped it safely on quickly to number 2. Hashtag Pretender from down Mexico way. Glen Sensation to the outside. Behind them is Adragul. Then Ton and Eve Well. And the final pair in the early stages, the blue and yellow colours of Bright Legend on the inside of Sense Detention. As they go to jump number
Also
3.
slow to stride. From wide draws Mr. Percy in the double green, and French Master with the red cap are taking a while to track over and get a position as they move through the first furlong. Al Mosher is the first one to show up, the gold cap, to Queenstown in the dark blue. And then ascending in a striped jacket, still in rear. French Master is very wide. Mr. Percy has crossed over to join the others. The free-sweating One Smooth Operator is handy down at the running rail as they link up with the round course at the end of 2.5 furlongs. Queenstown, the dark blue. Majestic Warrior, striped cap goes prominent, ascending between them. Al Mosher drifting back into fourth just ahead of One Smooth Operator. Then the first of the grey Shadow Dance. French Master now beginning to work over to join the leading line with the red cap. Fleetfoot in a white jacket is just in behind him, and French Master's come right across in front of the field as they go through the first half mile. So French Master and Rab Havlin striding on by a couple lengths to Queenstown, Majestic Warrior. Then ascending Al Mosher the rail to Fleetfoot. Hip Hop de Loire in the blue and yellow. Ethical Diamond wide, One Smooth Operator right down at the fence, followed by Enemy, then Kerhava. Roaring Legend is tracking another grey Shadow Dance in midfield. Siege of Troy in a claret jacket is also in mid-division. Then Mr. Percy in the double green to Kerhava, the yellow sleeves. Yashin in a pink sleeve jacket is down at the running rail, just in advance of One for the Gutter and Stress Free in the light blue. London City subsequent and Charles are towards the rear of the field as French Master brings them back towards the halfway point and beyond in the Sky Bet Ebor. French Master into the turn to Queenstown on the inner of Majestic Warrior. Then ascending, Al Mosher the rail. Fleetfoot out wide to Hip Hop de Loire. Slipstreamed in turn by Ethical Diamond. One Smooth Operator, the stripe cap up the running rail. Then Siege of Troy to Enemy. Real Dream in the black and yellow ahead of the grey Shadow Dance. Further back to Yashin and Roaring Legend to Kahava and Mr. Percy and One for the Gutter and Stress Free. Then London City subsequent, and Charlotte in the red and green is the last in line for home as French Master brings them inside the last half mile. They begin to cluster on his tail, however. Majestic Warrior under the fence, ascending has got to the rail. Fleetfoot hard up against the rail. Ethical Diamond, pink cap looking for a way through. On the right, the grey Shadow Dance. Enemy in the blue and orange is coming through. Al Mosher, the gold cap, is boxing on. Kerhava has switched to the centre. Inside the last quarter mile, Shadow Dance pokes his grey nose in front. Under the rail, ascending. Majestic Warrior, Queenstown, the dark blue. Ethical Diamond burrowing through under the fence under Will Buick in the white and pink, and it's Ethical Diamond who struck the front inside the furlong, pursued by ascending Queenstown, running on late Stress Free, but it's Ethical Diamond. Buick, the diamond in the Ebor pack. Ethical Diamond beats ascending Queenstown, Stress Free, Hip Hop de Loire, Real Dream, Kahava and Majestic Warrior.
Super fast for Wetzer.de 155 Grand Prix of Baden. Are we ready to go now? Yellow flag goes up and pit doors open for the highlight of the year here with us in Hilltime. The 6 candidates are on the 2,400 meters long journey. The first question is, who will take the lead from the outside? Goliath quickly got back on his feet. Dubai Hor, as expected, was also prominently involved, and then Alina was right in the front line on the inside. So they passed the finish line to their applause. Goliath led ahead of Dubai Horner. Behind him we see him in third position, accompanied by Alino, ahead of Passive Soldier and ahead of Cold on the outside. At the beginning of the Ifsheim bend, Goliath initially had a bit of trouble getting around the corner. But everything went well, ahead of Dubai Honor, then straight on the inside, an offensive performance by Cold Heart behind him, Olino and Passive Soldier, with all the experience of Andrew Stark, rode out from last position, and so they have now arrived on the other side. The pace is decent. You can see that at 59 kilometers per hour. Goliath is leading by about half a length ahead of Cold Heart on the outside. Behind him is Dubai in third position. The fourth horse is Olino, 4 lengths up to Straight in fifth position, and 1 length behind him is Passive Soldier. And so it goes down the other side. This is a Group 1 race that has been run properly at a really good pace. Goliath and Cold Heart are followed by Tom Marquand with Dubai Online in third position. Olino is galloping relaxed in fourth position ahead of Passive Soldier, and with a red lantern he is now straight. Exiting the other side at the beginning of the final bend on the last 850 meters. Goliath does not want to get involved in anything at the front. Leads ahead of Collard. Behind him is Dubai Honor, ahead of Olino, ahead of Passive Soldier in straight, still in last position on the last 600 meters in the 155th WZ, the Grand Prix of Baden. Goliath is leading ahead of Cole. Dubai Honor is trying to secure the raids on the outside. Tom Marquand has to ask. Olino and Passive Soldier are making up ground on the inside, and then Straight is also there. Goliath is in front. Goliath in front of Dubai Honor. Behind Olino on the inside, and behind it is Straight. Goliath is in front of Olino, in front of Straight, in front of Dubai Honor. Goliath marches Dubai Honor with the final attack, but Goliath is showing his ame today. Goliath is in front for Philip Baron von Ullmann, and Resolute is in front against Dubai Honor, against Straight, against Olino, against Passive Soldier, and against Card. He's back. Goliath wins the Grand Prix of Baden.
And they're off, racing in the arc, and as they get away, Byzantine Dream is the slowest away. Mini Hawk and Kalpana, the first two to show. Lohi Ali is in a prominent position as well as they begin to race through the first 300 meters. Los Angeles is up there, Kisisana, White Birch, Hot as Hell, and then Sozi shows in a prominent position. Giovaletto is towards the back of the field. Byzantine Dream is also way back amongst them at the moment with Arrow Eagle. Quadunor on the right with the red cap, yellow stripes on the sleeves, is going through to take the prominent position with the pale pink jacket of Hot as Hell. He wants over to the running rail there. Purple jacket of Mini Hawk is with this. Kisisana is next. Out wide, maroon and blue colours is Los Angeles. Then comes Aventure, blue with a white cap. Kalpana, pink cap is wide of her. Darius in green against the running rail. And then Alohi Ali in the grey jacket, black sleeves. Sozi follows a blue cap. Giovaletto noseband against the running rail. The grey White Birch is with him. Qualificar in blue is next. The white jacket of Lefar, who's then followed by Byzantine Dream against the rail, red cap. Gizora, the green colours behind this. A bit of scrimmaging towards the back at this stage, and Arrow Eagle is the back marker. But for Japan, Quadunor at the halfway stage, past it now, is leading the arc. To Hot as Hell, the pink jacket in second. Los Angeles, Mini Hawk together, 3-4. Kisisana 5. Darius behind these. Then Aventure, blue and white jacket. She's towards the rider picture. Kalpana behind her. Then Alohi Ali, the very pale light blue colours, Giovaletto. Byzantine Dream creeping closer all the time. Gizora's the back marker now with Arrow Eagle. Qualificar is 3 from the back of the field with White Birch, but this is the home turn. Quadunor is in front. Hot as Hell is in second place. Mini Hawk, purple and white colours, delivering the challenge with Sumi on now. Kalpana coming on the extreme right. Darius has been switched out for a run. Byzantine Dream on the left against the rails has a chance. 300 meters to go. It's Mini Hawk who shows in front. Darius in second. Quadunor behind these. Giovaletto, Byzantine Dream running on into the closing stages. The purple jacket in front is Mini Hawk. The green colours of Darius nearest to us is coming with the challenge to throw it down. Darius and Barcelona have won the arc to Mini Hawk, and then Sozi, Giovaletto, Byzantine Dream. Arrow behind those was Arrow Eagle, and they're followed by White Birch, and then Hot as Hell. Aventure's beaten very few home. Alohi Ahi was behind her, and then the last one of them to get over the line, I think, was Los Angeles. It was close, but it is in the colours of the Aga Khan stud, Darius and Mikel Barcelona. Up into his gate. And 1950 metres they have to race. They come out. Fair enough start. Early on, Rashabar, green with blue sleeves, is fast away. The black of Uthred is up there, and also Swagman in blue and orange. Genila Bright in orange sleeves is just about in fourth place. Bay City Roller, right a picture, red and white. Right over the far side from us, the running rail. The gold sleeves of First Look, and then Bright Picture in blue and white. And on the right of picture now, King of Cities in yellow, and black will be the back marker. But Rashabar, about a neck ahead from Uthred, running in second place. And First Look has moved up into third to Swagman, showing in fourth place. The next group of runners, three in line. They're blue and white, Bright Picture, the red and white, Bay City Roller. They're now slightly ahead of the orange and white of Genila Bright, and the yellow of King of Cities behind those. After that sharp show, they're kicking up a lot of mud here now. And Rashabar heads towards the home turn, a half length ahead to Uthred, running in second position. First Look is on the heels of those, showing in third place, and then Swagman, the blue and orange stripes on the cap, in fourth. Immediately shadowed all the time by Bay City Roller, and shadowing him now is King of Cities, making progress. Bright Picture is still just about ahead of that, and as they move into the straight, the longest priced runner, Genila Bright, will continue to be the back marker, and that is struggling. Rashabar on the left in the blue sleeves continues to hold on. First Look is challenging, and then Uthred, Swagman. Here's Bay City Roller, one from the right in the red and white colours with a big challenge. King of Cities in the yellow behind those. First Look has taken it up now. Rashabar is gamely fighting back, and now Bay City Roller has joined him, and Bright Picture in the blue and white is staying on determinedly on the left as well. King of Cities behind those. It's First Look in front. Bay City Roller in second place is only a neck behind and is trying to get to it. Still holding on is First Look, and it will prevail. First Look beat Bay City Roller, Bright Picture, Rashabar, and King of Cities.
And the field about to go. They're all in. Racing, and the good start for Dancing in Denial as they ping. Going straight to the lead was Raptors, and in the centre, Salawi takes up the run. Salawi in front as they break, and coming through on the inside to second is My Boy Prince. English Actor showing pace is now tugging with Patrick Husbands to settle on the outside in third. And Nation's Pride has zipped up on the outside, going forward, and committed now to go into the top flight. And the leader is Salawi by a length, and Nation's Pride is right there in second over My Boy Prince next on the rail. A length and a half away, Haunted Dream has a nice spot on the inside of English Actor. Getting behind them now is Raptors, about 2.5 next. And then came Dancing in Denial. Tawny Porter's third last early from Toes and Wish, and last Roskar. Down the stretch the first time and showing the way is Salawi. By a length and a half, Nation's Pride is right in the race early. My Boy Prince the inside. On the outer goes English Actor, and in the centre is Haunted Dream with room to come up on the inside behind them. It is going to be Raptors. Out wider on the track, Dancing in Denial, followed by Tawny Port, Toes and Wish, and last is Roskar. And 47-1 was the first half, and showing the way Salawi. Salawi by a length and a half, Nation's Pride. On the inside, My Boy Prince in fourth, Haunted Dream. English Actor posted wide. A length away came Raptors sneaking ground. Over in the centre, Dancing in Denial. One behind them, Tawny Porter's about 6 off the leader. And together at the back, Toes and Wish and Roskar. Heading up the back stretch in the Canadian International. 5/8 to run, and Salawi opens the lead by a length and 3/4. Nation's Pride in second. A length and a half, My Boy Prince. Haunted Dream on the outside coming forward. A length and a half again came Raptors, Dancing in Denial, and English Actor. Behind them, Tawny Port, Toes and Wish, and last is Roskar. They race along to the 3.5, and Salawi trying to sneak this race has got away by 3 lengths. Nation's Pride the favourite in second, and Haunted Dream called upon, gradually closing on them, and out wider Dancing in Denial running on pretty well, and from the back Raptors the centre, and Tawny Port starts a run. They haven't got to Salawi, and Nation's Pride's hard at it, and Haunted Dream in third, and now Nation's Pride having to really come after this leader with whatever's left as they come down the stretch. Salawi, what a run. Salawi by 3. Nation's Pride in second. And on the inside, Tawny Port, Haunted Dream coming down the stretch. Salawi trying to hang on. And now Tawny Port up the inside is flying home. And here comes Tawny Port. On the inside, Salawi, Tawny Port. Salawi might have just held from Tawny Port in a photo. And behind them came Nation's Pride and Dancing in Denial.